Hello everybody and welcome back to SkySaga Alpha 9. We're over here on the tutorial island and it's time for another episode. So today we're starting on the tutorial island because I want to clear this place up a little bit and just improve it, make it a little bit better, get it ready for doing more tutorials on, because right now it is pretty good, but at the same time, as you can see, this is my little tutorial pad down here where I've been doing all the Lumostone stuff, and it is covered in shade because of these giant trees most of the day. So what I want to do is I want to knock out a fair number of these trees, probably at least half of the trees that are sitting down around here. Then we're going to go down in underneath the island actually and knock out some of the stone that's down under here, and we're going to use that stone to then go over and extend this tutorial pad out a little bit. So I've got a little bit more room to work and do some things. And basically, this episode we're going to be over here fixing this place up, and then there's a few other little bits and pieces around the place that I need to do in terms of building. There's a few just small things that have happened because of the alpha change that I need to fix up on some of my public islands. And then once we have those things done, we have those squared away and ready to go, we will head out on an adventure. I think we're going to do the second Forest Mastery quest today, and hopefully that will have us set up and ready so that we can do the Mastery questing videos again. So that's the plan, is next week, as in the week coming, we'll have a Thursday video and a Saturday video. This week just didn't quite manage to get there, just a little too many things going on all at once, and of course doing a little bit of other stuff around the place here in SkySaga, just getting myself set up and ready to make really good videos for you guys. Anyway, I am going to pull out my demolition pickaxe. I probably should make another one of these because this is going to take a long time indeed, but I'm going to go through and knock out all of these guys, and hopefully we're going to have enough chest space. I grabbed a couple of extra chests off a few extra islands that I had left over from Alpha 8, and obviously those they moved over empty, so that meant that I could just grab them and use them however I wished, really, which is good because it means I've got extra storage for all of the stuff that is going to come out of doing this. Obviously we've got a lot of stuff to go, and there are going to be loads and loads of leaf blocks come out of this. I think the last time I did this I ended up with multiple stacks, probably about 5 stacks I think, but honestly can't remember too much. Anyway, I think it is time for me to get a bit of a move on, do a lot more work around here, and yeah, we'll catch up again when this place is starting to look a little bit better and we're moving on to doing better things. So there we go, that is most of, I think, about 4 trees removed. So we've got one still here that's kind of sort of there, one removed from here, one removed from there. Yeah, so it looks like we've got hit about 4 trees now, and I've also started knocking out the top of one of these guys as well, just because they were kind of annoying me as well while I was going through and doing these things. Also, interestingly, I want to see what happens when I kill these guys, because in the last alpha, killing the frogs around here gave gunpowder, which was really awesome because it was a great way of getting gunpowder. And this alpha, gunpowder is even more useful because it's used in the crumbling blocks and things, which, yeah, obviously a great little trick for puzzle making. Anyway, didn't get any gunpowder out of those guys, so we're going to move on. So I'll show you quickly just how much stuff I got out of that. I got a fair amount of wood and leaves and things out of all of that. We have a quick look in this chest. As you can see, got a huge amount of leaves. Then we got 5,000 plus kingwood logs as well, and I've got a few more in my inventory. And I also then went down through underneath the island and just kind of cleared out a small path. Where did I put that? It's under the island here somewhere. I think I've gone long ways on it somewhere. Anyway, it's under the island there. There is actually a path that I've cleared out. That's where I've got all of my stone from. So we're going to extend out this pad over here so I've got more space to work and hopefully bring you guys better and better tutorials as we go through this alpha. As you can see, I've been working on something here. Unfortunately, this one has failed, so there's not actually going to be a tutorial about that one. But there are some other things that are quite interesting that are going to come out eventually. I've got some ideas. I just need to expand this pad out and have a bit of time to mess around with the Lumostone stuff and see if I can get it all working. Anyway, after we've done that, we're going to head on over and we're going to talk a little bit about what has happened to the published islands that we had from last alpha and why we need to actually go through and change them and what you guys probably need to do to change them as well if you have any published islands you haven't yet looked at this alpha. So I was just in the city of First Light wandering around collecting some quests and things, and something very, very exciting has happened. So if we come up here and talk to Peregrine Rainfinder, we can see that Ice Mastery and Desert Mastery quest chains are unlocked, and oh, that is so cool! So we're actually going to, rather than do a little bit of work on the other home islands right now, we are going to go straight into an Ice Mastery because I'm really keen to get started on the ice adventures. I actually want to get the desert adventures done this alpha as well because of course I just didn't touch those at all last alpha, so we will go through and get those done up. Obviously I've collected up a fair few quests and bits and pieces. I can only accept 2 more. That's going to be a little bit interesting. Anyway, we'll take a couple of those and we'll head our way on out into an Arctic adventure. Now, we've got to go over here and talk to this guy first because it seems like the Arctic Mastery may be pretty similar to the last one because this guy was also in charge of Arctic Mastery back then. Greetings, hero. Ice Realm hold nothing but bad memories for me. I have... okay, yes. So it seems as though this may actually be the same Mastery quest chain as the last one because last time we were hunting down Jarl Bloodhorn for killing this dude's brother. So maybe it's the same, maybe it's not. We'll go out and check out the first level of this and see what it's like. If it does turn out to be relatively similar, we'll probably end up doing the desert quest chain through first until it's absolutely finished, and then we'll come back and do the Arctic Mastery and the other ones that I didn't manage to do last alpha. But also, I'm quite glad that they kept that storyline in because it was awesome, and it was one of those things where I started it and I was just like, yes, I need to do more of this. So anyway, we're going to head home, create up the couple of Arctic recipes that I have, and head on out. Okay, so here we go. See if you can find a mine. I need lots of iron. Hey, you and me both, buddy. So also, if you check out the equipment that I've brought with me, so I've got my pickaxes as normal. I built up one of these axes out of just stuff I had lying around, and then I've also found that I had this guy in a chest. It's a heroic wolfsbane. Now, you get this by completing the medals. If I can find my medals, there we go. So I have wolfsbane level 5 right now, which is what gave me this guy. So it seems as though hitting certain points on each of the medal tallies actually gives you certain bits and pieces. So like the wizard's hat and a few other kind of cosmetic detail things have come from leveling things up like this. So that's definitely something I want to either do a tutorial about at some point or do as more videos. We'll start doing like medal hunter videos, I think, just because I'm really keen to see what all of the rewards are for all of these things. Also, wow, this axe is slow. This is weird. It's, yeah, so much different to using the swords and things because, of course, swords are like faster and less damaging, but this guy seems to be completely the opposite. It's almost like a one-handed, two-handed weapon, which doesn't sound like it should be a thing, but it is. Oh, alright, buddy. Alright, here we go. Power attack. Okay, I'm just gonna charge the power attack and hold it, I guess. We'll head upstairs and see if there's anybody up here because I'm really keen to see what this power attack looks like on this weapon. Here we go. Bam! Oh, nice! That was like a big undercut swing. I love it. That is really, really awesome. Alright, let's head further up the top. Looks like everybody's got... Oh no, I think they got a sword. It's a little bit hard to see, to be perfectly honest. Let's head up here. Make sure we're holding E as all of this stuff spews into the atmosphere. Alright, there we go. So there should also be a downstairs section to this guy as well. Aha, there is another chest. I was looking at the map and going, it looks like there's another chest on that map. Also, for those of you who don't know or haven't like seen me do lots of questing before, I always set my map up so that all of the looted chests disappear. So if we have a quick look. Oh no, we're not going to have a quick look at my map because there's a guy right in my face who's going to get a power attack. Bam! Yeah, that's right. So now if we have a look at the map, I turn off the looted chests so that it cleans the map up a little bit, and it means that when I'm looking at a building like this, I can only see the chests that I haven't actually looked at yet, which is, to me, perfect, because, yeah, I mean, I don't need to know chests that I've already been to, unless, of course, I've left something in there, but you can't even do that anymore, because, yeah, you just can't get to, well, there's no inventory in chests, they just drop everywhere. So, yeah, anyway, a little bit of a ramble as I went down here to find everybody else. And oh, it looks like I've found a little cheaty thing going on here. Because, yeah, I managed to kill that guy without actually being close enough for him to actually hit me. That was a little interesting. It wasn't totally intentional, but there you go. Sometimes you stumble upon interesting little tricks like that. And that is a lot of the reason why I record these adventures, is because I love kind of being in an adventure and going, hey, this works really, really well. Maybe I should show this off to somebody. And it's good to have you guys come along and see what these mastery quests are all about as well. So you can get a bit of an understanding, and maybe even use this if you get stuck in one of your mastery quests. Oh, we've got some goats around here. Having said that, though, of course, we haven't actually been following the mastery quest up until this point. We have been just attacking a random tower that was around the place. So let's go and see if we can find a mining town, shall we? Well, that wasn't hard, but I've also spotted something a lot more exciting than the mining town. See this little guy down here in the hat? That is a loot goblin. Now, we really, really want this guy because he drops great loot. As the name would probably suggest to you, he's basically a little, like, secret in the game that you can find these guys along the way, and as long as you can kill them before they despawn, they drop some really cool stuff. And as you can see, yeah, he drops knots and things as I attack him. So yeah, also there is a medal for killing loot goblins, so it's definitely one you want to try out if you possibly can. So here we go. Let's take a look at what we got from this guy. We've got 2 time-locked ambers, and we also got a fractured common ice spear, which is kind of nice, actually. I'm really excited to see how this guy goes as a weapon. Obviously, big double-handed weapons do more damage, but yeah, there you go. That was a goblin, a loot goblin, or a treasure goblin, or whatever it is they are actually called. They're really, really great, and if you see one of those, if you see that yellow hat floating around in a world, make sure you get over there and kill it, because they are really worth it. Yeah, just for the experience, the medal, everything, just all of it is really, really good. So I think they have a chance to spawn in pretty much every map that you come across. The only thing is they do run around, and if they get too far away from their spawn point, they despawn. And as far as I've seen, they don't actually ever respawn. So you do have to be a little bit careful with them, because yeah, sometimes they're just going to despawn on you, and then you're never going to get anything out of them. So obviously the thing behind us is probably the mining town. Yeah, here we go. It is the mining town, because we're getting the enter the mine happen on our screen down the bottom there. Oh, so just going to casually kill this guy through the window. There we go. Now the window's broken. Man, we can't get in there. Come on. Ah, seriously? Ah, here we go. Not jump, just walk. You know, or I could have used the door, I guess. Yeah, so looks like there's some other stuff going on around the edges here, but we are just going to enter down into the mine. So anyway, I'm really just quite glad that I found that guy on camera. I love those things. I honestly do hunt for them pretty much every level I get into. I will hunt for the loot goblin, just on the off chance I do actually manage to find one. To be perfectly honest, they're really cool. So sometimes, yeah, it doesn't happen, but you know, you get lucky every now and again. So alright, here we go. We're going to head on down into the mine. Sorry, I've been rambling a little bit in this episode, and here, we're running a little low on health, so maybe let's take a bit of a quick rest and hope that we can do this without dying. Probably need to go down the ladder. Oh, well, that wasn't actually as much damage as I thought we were going to take from that drop, so that is not bad. I'm really bad at using the ladders today, apparently. Alright, here we go. Oh, and we're going to get lots of ink iron again. So yeah, this is pretty much exactly the same as the one from the last alpha, but once again, I really don't mind about that at all, because this is a really great storyline, and I loved it a lot last time, so much so that I just completely abandoned doing the Ice Mastery and went straight for this one because it was just more fun and more interesting. So yeah, anyway, we're going to kill this guy off, and we need to gather some iron up from around the walls here. So I'm going to just quickly do that. There's probably going to be some guys spawn and kind of mess me around a little bit. So I'm just going to, yeah, grab all this stuff that I need off camera, and we'll move on. Okay, so I just finished this. I managed to get the 10 pieces I needed, and already it popped up in here. So now if you don't answer the fire hailer in time, it does pop up in your chat, which I find it's a good way of doing it, to be perfectly honest. So here we go. It's more than enough already, but now that we're here, let's see if the bandits have a stockpile we can find. It's most likely at the bottom of the mine. Sweet. So there will be a stockpile at the bottom of the mine. There is also probably enough just in the walls around here for us to pick up the 100 we need without even having to leave, but that's alright. We are going to head on down through to the bottom of the mine. It's going to take a little while to get there, most likely. Probably going to be a lot of fighting dudes on the way down, which, yeah, I'm not the greatest, as I've said in past videos, about fighting people and keeping up entertaining topics and discussions and things. So I'll see you guys at the bottom of the mine, I guess. Well, whoops, I've already stumbled across the bottom of the mine, and now I'm really glad that I brought the Wolfsbane axe with me, because it seems as though what is down here is all wolves, which is perfect, because, yeah, this axe is going to help out quite a lot. So we're going to do our quick rest up and head on in here. So, whoop, what do we got? We've got, oh, a champion boss. So let's hit him with a spear, I reckon. Oh. So somehow we're hitting both him and the block that he's standing behind. So it's a little bit weird. It's probably doing a lot of damage to this spear, which is already a fractured spear. Kind of got a bit of an upper hand on this guy early by having him trapped in behind things. Oh, and yeah, I kind of killed him before I could do something cool with this. Ah! Oh, okay, that power attack wasn't anywhere near what I thought it was going to be. Still looks cool. The power attacks just look awesome, but yeah, no, that didn't do as much damage as I thought it was going to do. So we'll throw that chest plate on. We've got a nice Arctic gear chest plate as well, and ooh, we picked up a fractured battle axe from somewhere. Very nice. So yeah, here we go down at the bottom of here. So this chest is very likely to hold all 100 things that we need. Yeah, here we go, 149 iron chunks, because this chest contained 100 and I collected a few more afterwards as well. I suppose we now have plenty of shadow iron for our purposes. We're both winners, absolutely, especially as you let me keep it. That's the best thing. Oh yeah, sorry, for those who don't know, I forgot to answer my fire hailer, so it popped up down here. And yeah, this is similar to last alpha, where he lets you keep all of the shadow iron that you collect, which is perfect, because yeah, shadow iron is good for making heavy hitting weapons and things, although it does come with a speed reduction, or at least it did in the last alpha. I haven't checked its stats this alpha. I probably should go through and do that before I start. I'll continue to spout that all off as the truth when it may or may not be. Anyway, we've kind of come to the end of this adventure. These early mastery quests are pretty short and pretty sweet, but that is cool. It means we've got more time to go on and do other stuff. So yeah, probably going to head over to the Wastelands, and also, actually no, we'll probably head over to the Arctic workshop first, little Santa's workshop that we've made, because that will be very useful to highlight the problems that we're having with the transferred islands. So we have arrived at the Arctic workshop. Now, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is where we spawned in. I haven't really done anything. I've just been kind of moving around on this one island. And yeah, if I look over the edge, there's a little workshop all the way down there. So obviously that is very hard to get to. And I didn't bring my flying backpack. Okay, I need to do this again because I can't get down there without the flying backpack. Because yeah, if we have a look, this is a very long drop. So obviously nobody's been able to actually make it over to my home island or over to this island and have a look around, because you spawn up here and yeah, that's it. done deal. Like you can't get down there. Even if I aim for the chimney, which is the highest point, straight dead. So we're gonna grab the flying backpack or the flying harness, and we're gonna come back. And I've got an airship in my inventory right now. That airship is from the home island that I'm using as the tutorial island, the one with all the Lumo stone all over it. That has got me currently spawning in a tree, but that's fine. I just take a flying the chest plate of flight, or whatever it's called these days, with me every time I go there. Obviously I didn't bring it this time, which was a bit of a mistake, so we're gonna go grab hold of that, come back over here, and yeah, we should be good to go. Place down this guy, and then we obviously need to republish so that people can actually see this place and use it properly. There we go. Now this is a better view. This is exactly what I wanted to see coming down in here. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to place this guy down over here somewhere, and then hopefully that will actually set the spawn point for this place down here, and then people will actually have a proper view coming on down through. Now I just need to check another couple of other things around here. So we've got our spring traps out the back, got our Christmas trees all set up, everything's ready. Make sure the door is still blocked, and oh, we can actually hear our music now. That's great. The last time I was here back in Alpha 8, you couldn't actually hear the music from the chests that are underneath this giant candy cane pathway here. And it seems as though you really still can't. Maybe it's the ones... Oh, no, there we go. Apparently, yeah, that's weird. That seems to be a bit of a bug down by the airship for not being able to hear the music correctly. But oh well, it is just supposed to be just a little bit of a nice touch to add a little bit of Christmas flair to this place. So we're just going to quickly check this place out, give it the once over, make sure nothing else is broken down around here. Looks like everything is still in place for the most part. Obviously the Christmas presents blocking the door, which is very important, so that people have to come up through the chimney. Head on down here. All of this is alright. All of our candy cane lights and stuff are all still fine. This is the stuff that I was a little bit worried about, just because, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you never know when a decor item is going to get changed or replaced. Obviously we do need to come in here and add some links back in again, some chain links. So that's probably going to be a few episodes away. I think I want to get back to doing the straight build episodes and the straight questing episodes next week. Put a little bit more structure around everything again, and we'll probably start that off by doing some on the new biome that we've been doing, going back to the wastelands. And yeah, messing around with the wastelands, getting some more stuff done. I've got some really big plans over in the wastelands, and one of the shops in the hub is actually going to help a lot with the wastelands. So yeah, we're going to do a whole episode on the wastelands this time next week. Now, the other thing that you may be noticing is I am running around right now and just trying out the new ice effect. So ice actually makes you slide now, which is a bit of a weird and interesting thing for somebody who's been playing the game this long and just been able to walk on ice all the way up until now. Also, they've retextured the ice too. It looks nicer now. Like some of these little swirls and things in here weren't in the ice texture before, so I like it. Well done, SkySaga. This is awesome. So yeah. Anyway, looking around, it doesn't seem like there's anything missing, although going sliding is definitely kind of putting me off a little bit. The chair and stuff's still in place. All of the wood. Oh, the wood looks even better now. These colors actually look a lot better for frozen wood compared to normal wood. I like that. Alright. Awesome. Anyway, I'm going to stop kind of geeking out about my own build, and we'll head on down here, make sure all of this stuff is alright. So this is all okay. I'm going to get out of the flying again, and we'll see what goes on. Oh, okay. Apparently the spring traps don't kick you quite as high anymore. Oh, no, okay, I was wrong? Now I'm confused. I just got catapulted to, I'm assuming, the top of the world border here. That was really weird. Let's take the flying off. Oh, and I can't move. I can't move. What? What? Oh, wow. Okay, that was Very, very weird indeed. Let's get out of that hole. I'm assuming that's a bug to do with the flying pack and the spring trap, but it also means I actually need to knock a few blocks off the top here because you can't quite fly that high anymore. So that's a little bit interesting. Anyway, we'll throw some extra blocks down around here. You're gonna have to carve this top section out as well so you can actually get to this from the ground level up there, because that was of course the whole point of doing this. Throw some more blocks down around like that. Might work. I might cut another couple of blocks out of here as well. I wanted people to be able to get in and out of this place without it really being too inconvenienced, I guess. So we're going to build this back up a little bit. I don't have too many blocks to do much like actual repair work with, but we'll try it out anyway. Throw some more blocks here, there, and everywhere. Make it look a little bit more natural, although, yeah, a little slope down to a hole and nothingness is not really the most natural thing in the world, but hey, at least it looks a little bit better than it did. So yeah, there we go. This place is all ready to go again, I think. So we're actually gonna quickly republish this guy here on camera. Hopefully this is all working now. I'll have to after this video come back through and just double check, like by jumping to the public island, making sure you do spawn at the airship and all of that good stuff. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this episode. It has been a little bit of a short one. It has been a little bit jumbled, but this week has been a little bit messy and just a little bit like that for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed that regardless. And yeah, we'll be back next week with more structure and a full-on questing episode. And of course a full-on build episode where we go back to the wastelands and hopefully we can add that secondary location to the wastelands and finish off a few of those small little things that didn't get done last time we looked at the wastelands. I know it's been a little while, but I am really keen to get back onto that project and finish out the entire map. Anyway, I will see you in the next episode.